Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia Paino and I'm going to talk all about taking responsibility for your current reality. Taking responsibility to where you are in your life, okay? So here I talk all about spirituality, manifestation, self-concept, everything that you need to do in order to go after your dreams and get your dream life. So let's just start with taking responsibility. If you don't like your current reality, I know that. I have been there. Trust me, I have been there. So the first thing in order to change something is to take responsibility to where you are. Your current reality is a result from past actions, past habits, and past decisions that you have made. So your current reality is a result. That's it. A result that's produced from those actions that you have taken probably for the last 6 months. So you can change that. Today, we are in the month of July. So you can change your life this year again if you're open to doing something new. You're open to losing some things. If you want to go after your dreams, you will lose some things in your current reality. When I mean lose, for me it's gaining. You will gain a lot of things. You will lose people that are holding you back. You will lose limiting beliefs. You will change habits and you will change actions. Are you open to that? Because if you're open, this video is for you. First thing that I want you to do to take responsibility for your life is to have a look at your current reality. Have a look at the things that you have versus don't have. And make a list. What are the things that I like from my current reality and what are the things that I don't like? So grab a piece of paper and write that down. It's really important to be honest with yourself. To the things that you have, that you love, that you don't want to change, and the things that, I need to change that. Okay, so grab a piece of paper and write that. Things that I like versus the things that I don't like. Okay, and I want you to think, have a look at the second column on the things that you don't like. Have you taken action to change them? Have you taken actions to change your job, to change your friends, to change your partner, to change yourself even? Have you taken enough action? And the answer might be yes or might be no, but generally the answer is no. You haven't taken enough action to change those areas from your life. Why? Because you are scared. You are scared because you don't know what's going to happen. You are comfortable here. You know. You don't like it, but you know, so you're comfortable. So in order to change that, you need to train your brain that it's okay to do things outside of your comfort zone. The problem with going outside of your comfort zone is that you have a self-concept. Self-concept is the way that you define yourself. It's the way that people define you. So for example, if I say I am shy, or I think I am shy, the I am is really powerful, you will act as a shy person. So when we want to say, let's say I want to become a public speaker, if I define myself as a shy person, I will not take any actions, to go after my dream of becoming a public speaker. Why? Because it's really far away from my self-concept. So again, I have a video all on that, but again, if you're able to change your self-concept, the way that you define yourself, I am powerful, I am capable, I am a content creator, I am a public speaker, you will be able to take action. Okay, but the first thing that I want you to do is have a look at that second column and say, okay, what are the actions that I have done to change that? And I want you to write them. So for example, I have spoken to my psychologist, I talked to a friend about that issue, whatever you have done. And I want you to be mindful on the results that those actions have produced. And again, if you have done nothing, again, that video again, it's for you. Right, why I haven't done anything to change that. Be mindful. If you have not taken enough action, it's because there's something holding you back. Think it. If you haven't done something, it's because there's something holding you back. You are intelligent, you are interesting, you are capable. It's because there's something that's holding you back. So I want you to meditate on that. What's holding me back? Because again, that's the result of an inaction, Inaction also produces results, same with actions. And again, if you ask someone who took action, I want you to be mindful on the results that those actions produce to you. Once we have seen the actions or no actions that we have taken so far, it's time to choose an action. Okay, when you think about changing your life, going after your dreams, what's one action that you know for sure that if you did it once a day for the rest of your life, you will get close to that dream? It could be posting daily on social media. It could be sending an email. It could be going to the gym. It could be making a healthy breakfast. Start small again, and then build yourself up, but start small. Always start small. So let's define one action that you are going to do today. What's one action that you can do today that will help you go closer to your dreams? Could be posting, it could be writing, it could be journaling, it could be meditating, whatever it is. But be mindful of that. Stop excuses. Sometimes we try to find external factors to say, hey, I'm like that because X, Y, and Z happened to me. I'm here because X, Y, and Z happened to me. And again, there's a lot of examples, and you can find it in biographies, etc., that people were 10 times in a worse position than you, and despite that, they took action. And sometimes when we don't like our lives, we don't like anything about our lives, we don't take any action. Why? Because I don't know where to start. And I always say the same: do something. The first thing that comes to mind, do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? That nothing happens, right? That produces zero results. So the first thing is to pick one thing and try it. Try it for 1 month, 3 months. If you don't like the result, try something new. But again, if you are not doing anything to change that, you are blaming external factors. And again, I'm not saying that external factors contributed to that. I'm not saying that. Obviously, you had that difficult situation that happened to you. Obviously, that's an external factor that is contributing to not take action. I know that. But I want you to take responsibility for the things that you can't do. When you read biographies, when you read books, you will see there's people who had a 10 times worse situation than you, and despite that, they took action. Why? Because there's one question that they are asking themselves, and the question is, with the things that I have, what can I do? That's so simple, but again, so powerful. With the things that you currently have, what can you do? With the time that you currently have, what can you do? Because again, we think that in order to change our life, we need 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day. And the thing is that no one has that much time. But you need to start small and build yourself up. So if you have 30 minutes a day, what can you do with that time? If you could pick one thing to do 10 minutes a day only. I only have 10 minutes a day, Mireia. I'm a single mom. Okay, you have 10 minutes a day. What can you do? Imagine doing the same thing 10 minutes a day for the next 6 months. I promise you, you will get knowledge. You will be in a different place. Maybe not like a completely different place, but I promise you, something will be different. When we drive, let's say I'm driving, right? And I move a little bit. If I move a little bit and I keep going, I will end up in a completely different place. Because again, it's a small gesture that I'm doing, but that will create a completely different path, right? I'm recommending you the book that talks about that, the compound effect. The compound effect, that book explains that if you do small actions every day, those will compound with time, and you will get to a completely different life, completely different result. It's the same with when you are driving and you move a little bit, you will be completely you will go into a completely different place, right? So it's the same. So I recommend to you that book. But the first thing is to take accountability to where you are in your life. Do you like your life? What are the things that you want to change? Take responsibility. Okay, maybe there were external factors that helped me get there, but I know and I take accountability for the things that depend on me, for the things that I could have done that I haven't because I have fears, or I have blocks, or I have limiting beliefs. So be mindful of that. Be conscious of that. Obviously there were external factors, obviously, but the way that you respond to them, it's yours. Someone would have responded in a completely different way. Am I right? So it's the same. You need to be mindful in the position that you currently are, and be conscious on the things that you haven't done to change it. Be mindful, take responsibility. It's okay to say that you were in a difficult position. It's okay. It's okay to recognize that you had a difficult situation. It's okay to recognize that you needed help. It's okay to recognize that you don't like your life. But it's not okay to continue in the same place by not doing action. It's not okay. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You are capable of so much more, and you know that. You don't deserve to be in the same position. If you continue in the same position, it's a disrespect to yourself. Because again, if you cannot respect even yourself, your current desires, why do you think I need to respect you? You are not the one respecting your own words, your own desires. So be mindful of that. And again, I want you to write in the comments why today it's a day that you are going to change your life. Why today it's a day that you are picking up one thing and you will stick with it till the end of the year. Let me know below. I will see you really soon, and I will see you in the comments.